I'm sorry, we just got one of the best pot cards I've ever seen. We just got more S4 support. There's a lot here. Boomy! Make sure you guys smash the little crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out more awesome content. Wow, we got actual, I'm surprised. They actually held out on us. They printed a new pot card, and you know what? Konami, you're absolutely a monster. Now, this is just totally me waking up in the morning. We would call this Frankenstein pot so bad, but this is Pot of Procrastination. You cannot activate Pot of Procrastination for the rest of this turn after this card resolves. Also, draw cards equal to the number of cards your opponent controls. Then if you drew 2 or more, place the same number -1 from your hand on the bottom of your deck in any order. This card is absolutely absurd. Oh, you got 5 cards on the field? Yeah, just let me draw 6 or draw 5 from my deck. And then, you know, go ahead and just return 4 back to the bottom of my deck. This just makes 10 pi into a real deck again. And, Konami, you're absolutely absurd for, you know, taking away where there is a will, there is a way. That field spell card. You're crazy for making that on a draw card, but this is the kind of stuff that we need right now. This is, I honestly hate to say it, but, you know, creating a card like this that actually fixes going second, I think is absolutely spectacular. I think you are genuinely looking at probably one of the, if not craziest cards in modern time. And that's really saying a lot because, you know, they've done some great and powerful things. Now, don't worry. We also have S-Force for you. Now, I'll be honest with you, there's not a lot you can really do with S-Force. So request for the Special Force mission, dear provisional squad candidates are S4 based. Brighthead has been taken over by some identified enemy entity. The main S4 itself is pursuing the suspects, yet their identity and motive remain unclear. Internal systems have been partially quarantined and the chain of command has also been affected. The terminal used by the enemy has been recovered from the scene, along with the fragmented data. However, the data has been encrypted by sophisticated, and our internal analysis is unfit for the task. At the current rate, it is possible that the control braid is completely taken over. I require your analytical abilities immediately. You can find the target data in a separate document. That's interesting. And report any information you discover post-haste. Survival of the S-Force is contingent on that. That's actually hilarious. So, analyze the attached data, recover the secure. P.S. The secure location uses multiple locks for its security. End of message. My salutations to the provisional squad, Mayatashi, Shoshino, and Hara, and everyone else watching the Yu-Gi-Oh! OCG. That's kind of cool. I appreciate that. Alright, so, I had to go through some games here. For this. So what is S-Force? S-Force has had a combination of team members who are basically able to have effects based on where you put them on the field, which is kind of interesting. So we have S-Force Night Slayer. That card is actually absolutely sick. All right, but do we fix the deck? So it's left and right. It's 2 monsters, including an S-Force monster. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn. So if this card is special summon, we can add an S-Force spell and trap card from your deck to your hand. And then quick effect, you can banish this card you control and 1 S-Force card from your hand to special summon an S-Force monster from your deck or extra deck, except for Night Slayer. I mean, okay. What else do we have back here? S-Force Mystify. Huh. You know, no matter how much we add to this deck, it just feels like it's just not fixing the problems. It's left, bottom, and right, so it's 2+ monsters, including an S-Force. You can only use the second effect of this card's name once per turn. So while an opponent's monster is in its column, your opponent cannot target this card with card effects. You cannot special summon with activated monster effects. And quick effect, target 1 monster on the field, move it to another of its controller's main monster zones. Hey, Konami. I don't think we're fixing the deck. This is terrible. S-Force Sorted World. What in the world? Okay. So this is, you can only use the first effects of this card's name once per turn. So if you would banish a card or cards from the hand to activate the effect of an S-Force monster, you can send one S-Force card from your deck to the graveyard except for Sorted World. And then if a card or cards becomes banishing, target one card in your opponent's field or graveyard, banish it, and then you can move one of your S-Force monsters to another of your main monster zone. Why though? Alright, dear provisional candidates. Oh, there's more here. Thank you for your expeditious analysis of the passwords. As a result for your efforts, we have made progress towards grasping the situation. Nevertheless, Bridgehead remains under the control of the enemy entity. Situation remains dire, yet from over. I will fight until the bitter end. It should be necessary. I will require your efforts another time. I expect your cooperation just like this occasion and communication. Oh, well, oh, sure. We have more down here. S-Force Cygnus. So 1600, it's a light fairy. You can only use the first effects as the card's name once per turn. So if this card is normal or special summon, we can add an S-Force monster from your deck to your hand except for Cygnus. Then, if an opponent's monster is in this card's column, you can draw a card. Oh, hey, that's pretty good. If an opponent's monster activates its effect on the same column as your monster, you can make all S-Force monsters you control gain 1,000 attack. Okay. Then we have S-Force Origin. Oh. So you can only use the effect of this card's name once per turn. Special summon an S-Force monster from hand, graveyard, or banishment, and banish it when it leaves the field. Just let me special from the deck. If another card or cards becomes banished while this card is in your graveyard, you can banish it to take two S-Force cards from your deck, banish one of them, and send the other to the graveyard. There really is just no saving S-Force at this point. Like, Konami, they really tried here, but like this is not good enough by any stretch of the imagination. This is probably like the best card we actually got. Now there's one more card, number crazy, and this is probably one of the most Rush Duel cards I have seen being ported in. It looks like she got Ra's helmet on, by the way. So this is a new spellcaster. This is Phara, the goddess of the beginning. And holy crap, man, that is spectacular. So it's a 28/28. So you can only use the first, second, and third effect of this card's name once per turn. So we can reveal this card and one spell and trap in your hand. Neither player can activate cards or effects in response to the activation of a card with the same name as the revealed spell and trap card or its effects until the end of the next turn. Oddly specific, but this is a very Yugi card. If this card is sent from the hand or field to the graveyard by a spell and trap card effect, we can special summon this card. Okay. If this card is special summoned from the graveyard, you can take control of one monster your opponent controls with the highest attack. I mean, the first effect's not that good, but I mean, if you discard it to pay for the effect of a spell and trap card, I mean, it's a free revive, and it's to take control of something from the opponent. Doesn't feel like a bad card, honestly. So what are you guys, what are you kind of thinking here with Chaos Origins? I mean, like, this card, this pot card is very, very, very nuts. I really do think that there is a lot to be said about, you know, how this set is being, you know, made out to be. There are a couple of other little loose ends with this set. One of them actually being this. This is the pre-prep art altar. Yes, there was an additional altar that was still missing from the set. So the fact that you are seeing Black Luster Soldier here being alluded to on this is actually really, really nice. And then there is also this. This is the Chaos Origin token. And my gosh, this is gorgeous. I don't know if this is like the box topper or whatnot, but probably, to say the least, this should be a little bit easier to get. Also, this was the showcasing of the +1 pack, and a few of the S-Force reprints is fine. There's your pre-prep. We are getting the Thunder King, Artemis, and the Fogblade. And the fact that we're setting the stage here in the pattern for how we're going to do these packs going forward, I'm actually very, very, very excited for this. Like, this is, I think, a really good fundamental step in the right direction to doing things. And these are going to be made up of our next OTS packs as super rares or whatnot. I would love to see these as alties, like, truthfully, but, you know, I'll have to wait and see where this goes. But please, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back in the day, guys. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.